What's up, everybody? It's your girl Drama Queen coming to you with a requested video. I had a couple people request this video. A few people, actually, more than a couple, requested this video last year, and I just did not have the energy to do it as I had surgery, was healing. But today, honey, today, ooh, I'm about to show you how to make some money in 2022. Everybody like a little bit of money. You can never have too much money. So today's video is gonna be about how I increased my streams of income in 2021. Now, before I go over all of the things that I've done, I want to be very clear about a couple things. One, these are businesses that were either started in 2021 or were flourishing. Maybe I started one of them in 2020 just to get the background stuff done, but we didn't actually start doing physical business until 2021. And a lot of these require very little, if any, money to start. And so I know that financial empowerment is something that a lot of people are looking at doing in 2022. So I thought that we're still in January. We only have a couple more days, but I wanted to share with you 5 businesses that I was able to start during the pandemic while I was suffering with a debilitating disease that took a lot from me, okay? A lot. I'm not gonna go in depth on this video. I'm just gonna kind of give you a snippet, and then I'll do other videos that go really into depth. I'm actually gonna start doing some classes. I'm looking at 3 different platforms. I'm looking at Udemy, I'm looking at Skillshare, and I'm looking at YouTube, because I will do some of the classes free on YouTube, but some of the more in-depth classes, I'm looking to see if I wanna offer them. I forgot about Zoom too. Zoom, YouTube, Udemy, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and Skillshare. So I will have that information for you soon. So let's start off by talking about what types of businesses did Shanice start in 2021 that helped her make it through. Before I go into depth, I just want to give you a little bit of background information. Right before the pandemic, I moved to another state. 6 months after moving to the state, well, let me go back. 2 days after moving to the state, I acquired a part-time job. Wasn't looking for a full-time job because I had my business. I have my acting business. I have my classic creations. And so I wanted something that allowed me flexibility. And so I got a part-time job teaching where I work anywhere from 10 to 20 hours a week, depending on the semester and the need. When March 2020 came, the school shut down, and so I lost my one and only source of major consistent income, because as we know, as a business owner and acting, especially acting in COVID, when COVID first started, is not a consistent way to bring on income. So I want to tell you a little bit about them, and as I said, I'll go into depth in other ones, and I got my little notes here because I know I'm getting old. So the first thing I want to talk about is something that a good friend of mine, so I got to thank her. Cammie, thank you. It is so good to surround yourself around people that want to see you do well and not watch you just go under. They thrive off of seeing you grow. We all need to surround ourselves around people that thrive to see us grow. So I want to say it was either 2019 or 20. I'm not for sure. I want to say it was the beginning of 2020, actually. I had met with one of my friends. We went out to eat for one of our other friends' birthday. And she's an actress as well. We are all in the industry. And so we just started kind of talking about ways to make money, things that we do to make money while we're waiting on that big break. So she told me, you love dogs, like you need to really consider dog walking. And I'm like, what? Dog walking? Like, really? I don't know about that. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to just try it out. Because when people tell me about an opportunity, I try to take advantage of it as soon as possible. So I went. She did it through this program called Rover. There's Rover and WAG. And when I do my in-depth video, I'll talk about the differences between Rover and WAG and just having your own standalone dog walking company. But that's not for this video. That's for a later time. So she told me, you know, you love dogs. You can walk dogs through Rover. And I'm like, well, okay, whatever. So I started my account right around, I want to say February or March of 2020. Well, as you know, the pandemic really hit home in March and stuff started closing down. So I was like, I really don't want people in my home, or I don't want to be in other people's homes watching their dogs, because I didn't have a full understanding. But baby, as TLC says, I should have started doing this a long time ago. Now, let me be perfectly clear. I've been dog sitting for years unofficially with family, friends. When I was in college, I remember my best friend, I lived in St. Joe, Missouri. She was in Kansas City. The airport was maybe 20 minutes. She would bring her dog so I can watch her dog while she was out of town. I would watch my mom's dogs. So it's something that I've done. I just never thought about it as a business opportunity and an opportunity to make money. I should have started doing it a long time ago. Cammy, thank you, girl. I love you, girl. You saved me. I'm so glad I listened to you. So I started doing dog walking in approximately May of 2021. Again, I'm just going over snippets. I promise you, you will get in-depth videos about this, whether it's a YouTube video, a Zoom class, or the other platforms I'm looking at doing classes. I'll do some free classes, I'll do some membership-based classes, but I promise you I will give you a lot more information. This is just surface level. So I was praying to God for guidance, and I got asked, like, Lord, I need some money because my unemployment stopped in March of 2021. So I was like, I got to figure out something. And so I decided to go ahead in around April and finish my application, which when you do your application, you have to pay for a background check since you're going to be going in and out of people's homes. They want to make sure that, you know, you don't have a criminal past. And so once you do that, I want to say it takes about 3 to 5 business days for you to get approved. So if this is something you're interested in, go ahead and start. While you're waiting on me to drop the video for the tips and tricks, go ahead and apply for Rover and get your background check started. Now, it does cost, I think, around $25. I'm not 100% of the cost, but the background does cost. It's just a part of doing business. I will tell you, I paid for the background check on Wednesday, and I had my first gig on Friday, so I was able to make that money back immediately, okay? So you choose, and this is only with Rover. Again, I'll talk about the differences between Rover and WAG because those are the 2 leading dog walking companies, and there are some major differences. I decided to go through Rover because they take less commission. I'll just be honest. Rover takes 20% of your dog walks, where WAG takes 40%. So it was just a no-brainer. I'll go more into detail about the WAG and Rover, like I said in other videos, but decided to sign up, and I got my first dog walk in for Memorial Day. And I still, her name was Lady. She's like a little bitty Yorkie. I fell in love with her. She fell in love with me. Within 2 weeks, I got my first reoccurring dog walk. So it's usually I walk them anywhere from 3 to 6 times a week. It just depends on the client and what the client has going on, because the client is a business owner, and so their schedules, you know, change. You get to choose how much you're going to charge your client. And, you know, again, I'm not going to go into too much depth because I want to save that for the video, but what I will say before I cut off the Rover is know your worth and do your research. And when we do the in-depth video on Rover versus WAG and how to make the best out of your situation, how to make more money, how to provide great customer service. I'm at 5 stars right now. How to get those reviews before you get started. I'm going to have a video within the next 30 to 60 days going over that. So the first job that I started, it was in the middle of 2021, was dog walking. I absolutely love dogs. If you love dogs, you need exercise, you want a job that doesn't feel like a job, you enjoy playing with dogs. I get joy out of playing with dogs. If those are things that you enjoy, I really would tell you to consider looking into dog walking, because it is an awesome and amazing thing. It's something that I look forward to doing, and as I said, it provides me exercise as well. All right, that's the first job that I started. Well, it's not the first in timeline, but the first job that I'm going to cover that I started doing in 2021. All right. Next hustle that I started in 2021 was something called website evaluations. Thank you, Cousin Joe. My cousin Joe told me about this, and I am the type of person, any of these things that I'm telling you, do not take my word 100%. Do your research. Even though I'm going to do more in-depth videos, do your research. I spent probably 40 to 60 hours researching this whole website evaluation universe, and I have made some money. Let me tell you how much money you can potentially make once you get good at this. Most of these website evaluation companies are paying you $1 per minute of your time. So that's $60 an hour. Now, I've been doing this since about March or April, I want to say. And sometimes I can do a 10-minute survey in 4 minutes. And I just got $10 for 4 minutes of my time. The benefit of this is you can do this from the comfort of your home. 95% of the time when I do a website evaluation, I'm laying in the bed. They have website evaluations that you can do where you get paid $10, 10-minute, we'll go over the times. I've done 10-minute website evaluations, 30-minute, 60-minute, 90-minute, and 120 minutes, okay? It is something that I would not suggest for people that don't enjoy talking or communicating, because there can be no dead silent air while you are reviewing these websites. When you do it, again, I'm going to go into depth on another video on website evaluations. I'm even going to show you how to find some of the top companies, and I'm going to share with you the companies that I work for and the companies that I make the most money working from. But you're going to have to take a test to see if you're compatible for this type of work. So let me give you an example of what the test may look like. You may get I'll do two different types. You may get several cards, and they want you to sort the cards. So they may have 3 or 4 different categories for a particular subject. Let's say buying a car. So you may have a tab or a column that says safety. You might have a column that says price. You may have a column that says look. I'm just kind of making up something. You're going to get all these cards, and you basically are going to sort where you think there's no right or wrong answer. Each card goes. So you may say recalls. Recalls may be something that's over here. So I'm going to put the recalls. I'm going to drag recalls from here, and I'm going to put recalls in safety, because in my head, that is the area where recalls would go. Other website evaluations that I've done, I would say the easiest one took me 30 seconds. They gave me a word and said, how do you pronounce it? Okay, I got paid $10 for that. Most of them are not that easy. You do have to spend time taking pre-qualification surveys. And I know that I am very blessed because I work in so many industries that I qualify for more surveys than the average person will qualify for. No, you do not get paid when you're taking those pre-qualification surveys. It's just a part of doing business. Anytime you start doing business, you have to put the time in. You have to put some time in. So there are a couple different types of website evaluations. You have the website evaluation where they're just recording your screen. They're not recording your face. So I can literally have on my bonnet and sitting in my computer, and all they're doing is recording my screen and recording my keystrokes. That's one type of website evaluation. Another type of website evaluation is very similar to that one. However, you do have your face recorded. You're not interacting with anyone, but it's a face recording website evaluation where your webcam is on and they're recording you. They're looking to see your facial expressions, making sure you're looking up and down, you're looking at the whole screen. And then the other one that you may qualify for are live website evaluations, which must be scheduled. The other ones, you take a pre-qualification quiz, and if you meet the qualifications, bam, you start taking that quiz right then and there. But the face-to-face ones that are scheduled, those are usually with anywhere from 1 to 4 people that are involved, usually on Zoom, Skype, some type of video conferencing, and that is usually scheduled anywhere from 1 to 7 days out. So website evaluations. I think that because my cousin Joe, I hear you, Joe, he's been asking me to do an in-depth video on website evaluations, so I might do that video first. I have to figure out the logistics, because when you are doing website evaluations, it involves a lot of non-disclosure agreements, or NDA. You are getting a lot of proprietary information, and so I have to figure out the best way to share with you how to do it without violating any NDAs, contracts, confidentiality, any of that. So the first way that I brought in money in 2021 was walking dogs. The second way that I brought in money in 2021 was website evaluations. All right, next one. I have been writing for over 20 years, and I figure I have been an instructor that teaches language arts writing, grading essays, teaching sentence structure, paragraph development, all of those things. So I figured, why not get paid to write? So I am a ghostwriter for several different clients. Now, how I started that was, and again, I'll do another video going more into depth. This is just kind of a small overview to keep the video short. I use a site called Upwork, and they take a percent as well. But there are other sites that you can use as well to start ghostwriting. Now, what do I mean ghostwriting? What are some of the projects that I have done as a ghostwriter? I write for a lot of vlogs. I write for a lot of, not vlogs, I'm sorry, that's video, blogs. I write for a lot of blogs. I've written for travel blogs, pet blogs. My first client was a client located in the United Kingdom, and I wrote an article of how to choose your paint colors when you are renovating a commercial bathroom. Didn't really want to do that one first because it doesn't interest me, but when you decide to ghostwrite, you're going to get some topics that don't interest you, but that's okay. It helps you build your writing. So I write blogs, screenwriting, website copy, copywriting, books. It's so much available. I'm really looking into songwriting, ghostwriting, because I wrote a poem that is like the perfect song, and I wrote it to go with a particular song. And I said, I want to try this songwriting with the ghostwriting. So if you enjoy writing and you're good at writing, do what you do. I started a writing blog on a website called Vocal. And when I do the ghostwriting, I'll talk more about that, because in order to be successful at vlog writing, I challenge myself to write at least once or twice every day so I can improve my writing. I have a degree in writing, but there's so much growth that can happen. My degree is in English and technical writing. So if I wanted to, I could do technical writing, write technical instructions for if you order a vacuum cleaner and it needs to be put together. My degree would allow me to write those type of directions, but I like creative stuff. So ghostwriting allows you the opportunity to do a wide range of things. I know a ghostwriter that writes speeches. She writes speeches for different political people, university staff, university president, vice president. So ghostwriting is another opportunity to bring in money. Now, I didn't bring in a whole lot of money with ghostwriting because I just wanted to start with a few clients. It's hard when you're ghostwriting to provide samples to people, because usually once you're ghostwriting, that does not belong to you, and it's like, I can't really say this is mine. So that's why I encourage you to do other writing that is not under an NDA, that's not confidential, that's not tied to a business. So when a potential person that wants you to write for them wants to see your writing style, you have plenty of things to offer them without violating a confidentiality agreement or NDA. So, third thing was ghostwriting. So we've gone over dog walking, we've gone over website evaluation, and we've gone over ghostwriting. The fourth business that I started was actually the thing that I started doing the latest. I actually did not start doing this until the middle of October, which is selling planners and journals through Amazon. So let me get this right. Yes. In 2020, I decided I wanted to start doing planners. I bought all the materials. I have my spiral, my spiral bounding machine. I have the spirals, the paper, all of that stuff. I have my sublimation machine, so if I wanted to do glittery, covers, I could do that. And then I stopped because I started doing research. Research is always key when you are trying to start a business. I have spent up to a year researching before I started a business. It's imperative if you want to be successful and don't make mistakes. So I started, I think around October the 18th, and I started uploading and making planners and journals for Amazon KDP. KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. It is a way I'm trying to grow my businesses where I'm doing more passive income versus I got to have my hand on everything. Because a lot of my businesses, I have my hands in everything. I want to get away from that. The goal for 2022 is for me to set up 3 to 5 more streams of income that are passive. So while I'm sleeping, I have the ability to make money. Now, let me clarify something for you, and I'll go more in depth when I talk about the Amazon KDP. Passive income does not mean you're not going to do anything. You still have to put the work in initially. You either have to have a lot of time or a lot of money if you don't want to put that time in. And since I don't have a lot of money, I spend my time. So when I started doing my KDP books in Amazon in October, the goal was for me to have 200 books uploaded by January, because they said that's kind of the point where you get in the algorithm, and not YouTube, I talk about YouTube all the time. Amazon kind of sees you as a serious KDP seller. So I think right now I have about 220 books out there. I took advantage because it was the end of the year to make sure I uploaded a lot of planners, because when the year starts, people are wanting to get organized. So I started doing planners and books. I also do coloring books. I do different types of journals. So I have a small business journal. So if you're interested in starting a business in 2022 and you have no idea where to go, I'm going to put the link in the description of my How to Start a Business, because it goes through everything from sales to marketing to customer service to social media to your competitive advantage to your SWOT analysis, because I have my master's degree in marketing and learning how to do those things. And so I've helped a lot of businesses for free, but time is money. And so I decided that I wanted to create a book to help people that are interested in starting their own business to do that, a journal for them to do that and keep everything in one place. Another unique journal that I did last year, this will be great for people that are looking to get into the acting industry, whether it's acting, casting, producing, writing, directing. I have a acting journal on the YouTube page that I will link in the description below as well, because this is something that I've been doing for over 20 years. I've started acting in 1997 and we're in 2022. I have been on an international television show. I'm on Netflix as we speak. I have been on a game show. I've been cast for 2 game shows. I've been in commercials. I've been in movies, not big time movies, not yet, because I'm concentrating on the last thing that I'm going to tell you, which is what I started. But I have not tried to do any really, really big movies yet because I have my eyes set on something else. So, Amazon KDP, there is a wide range of things that you can do. I'm going to do a class, actually. I have a class scheduled for February 20th and February 27th, which is a virtual class. The 20th is just the beginning to show you how to make the journal pages and the covers and the planner pages via Canva, which is the platform that I use to do my designing. The advanced class has the same class, except for it actually shows you how to use Amazon KDP, how to sign up for your account, how to upload your first book, how to find out the correct cover size for your book, how to pull your reports, how to market with no money, how to market with a little money. So that is a class that I have scheduled for February 20th and 27th via Zoom. I'll have that information in the description as well. Now, I am having a lot of people come to me, and this is why I'm looking at doing another stream of income in 2022, which is, I talked about earlier, is the virtual classes where people can access them whenever they want to on their own time. If I see that that is going to continue to be the issue, then I might cancel the February 20th and 27th class and do it on either the Skillshare or the, I think it's Udemy, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, platform. I just found out about that platform yesterday. So I will keep you guys up to date because I have made some money on that platform. Right now, I think today is January the 25th, I think. And I've had sales, I think 16 days out of the 25. And that's with a $0 budget. I'm not marketing on Amazon. And the cool thing, and I'll show you this in the video, is imagine you're checking your email and you see an ad for one of the books that you designed for Amazon that you're not paying for. You didn't have to pay for that advertisement. So that is the fourth stream of income that I was able to create in 2021, is creating books for Amazon KDP. Again, we'll have a class on that. That more than likely is gonna be a paid class or a membership-based class, because the intro class is 2 hours, the advanced class is 4 hours. It just involves a lot, and I want to make sure that I answer your questions and keep you from making the same mistakes that I've made. All right, last one, gonna take the least amount of time. I started a production company. I was on a show where I was not satisfied with the way that the production company portrayed me. I'm constantly talking about, when I turn on TV, I'm just sick of everything being so negative when you talk about African American and African American women. Everything is about, you know, showing your breasts, showing your butt, twerking, opening your legs. It's no class or sophistication anymore. And so after being grossly dissatisfied with the blatant racism and sexism that was shown to me by a production company that has no minorities in it, I decided, quit complaining about the stuff that you see on TV and do something about it. I have a background in writing. I have a background in acting. I have a background in directing. The only thing that I did not have a background with is production, being a producer, the production company side of it. My background has been in theater. When I moved to Atlanta in 2019, I started doing student films and asking questions. You know, I didn't pay that much, but I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn as much as possible. So in 2021, I don't know how I was able to do this. It was the grace of God, and it was the helpful people that can see my vision. Thank you to those that saw my vision. I especially want to thank my Uncle Wayne for really seeing my vision and supporting me. His belief was, you need to be creating. Don't be out there delivering groceries and, you know, doing walking dogs. You need to be creating. And he believed in my craft. So he financially helped support me so I can do certain things. So we were able, from August of 2021 to November of 2021, I was able to film 4 films. Now, they were short films. We were trying to get into different competitions, win money, do all of that, get my feet wet. I'm trying to work with different people to see who I want to bring on to the production company side, as far as, you know, crew, cast, videographers, cinematographers, sound, all of that. So we were able to do 4 projects. Now, that's not bringing in any money now, but in order for me to ask investors to invest in my larger projects, I have to invest in myself. Research. Why would I give you $20,000 for your film project and you haven't even spent $2,000 on your own production company? So that is the 5th and final hustle. I will have at least one of these videos, probably 2, uploaded to go more in depth and walk you through how to do some of these things and the pros and cons. I will have at least 1 video, maybe 2 up in the month of February, besides the class for the Amazon KDP. I'm talking about have a free video uploaded to kind of go through it. So there are ways to make money. Just think about everything that you like to do and get paid for it. I have other hustles that I got paid for that didn't start in 2021. Some of those are I mystery shop. I love to shop. So guess what? I get paid to shop. So just really take a moment. I know we're all struggling. I'm struggling right now. I wish I was out working right now, but it's a little slow. So after the holidays, it's a little slow. So guess what? I decided that I'm going to help you guys try to help grow your income for 2022 and further. So it is possible with no money or little money for you to start different businesses. It's just going to take your time. It's going to take your effort. It's going to take your creativity. And it's going to take you not giving up and having an open mind. Thank you for your time. I hope I've been helpful to you. I look forward to providing more videos like this in 2022 to show you how you can have multiple streams of income this year and in the future. Bye.